Okay. How long has it been since I streamed? Let's see. Actually, I can check through this. Wow. I last streamed on the 17th. That was was a little more than a week ago. Oopsie. um well, I'm back. um Okay, I actually have a reason for why I haven't been streaming. And you wouldn't believe it. I've been going outside. I've been leaving my room, I've been leaving my house, I've been interacting with fellow members of the human race, species. I don't know. Okay. That there. Okay. So I have prepared a Euphemia sketch, my OC, from what, 2 a.m. last night? Actually, I've been drawing and working on a project with other OCs, but I can't show it on stream because it's a surprise. And chances are I'll forget to show it on stream, so you're not missing anything. So yeah. I love women. So I recently got a summer internship. Okay, that's kind of... that's fine. A summer internship at a credit union. Credit unions are basically banks, but less evil. Banks work to gain money for their shareholders, while credit unions work for their members. So it's just less evil. It's just too large. Here for a challenge. Let's go. Let me think. So they don't have us work Fridays, which hell yeah, which is why I'm streaming today. I'm in a training period right now. I'll actually start working probably when the school year starts. So I've just been vibing. Look at me, I've actually been waking up at like 7 in the morning, going out of my house, and then like, you know, doing stuff. Which, for me at least, is a massive accomplishment. What pen should I use for this? I haven't done line art in so long, I have no idea what to do. Okay, let's just go with my trusty dusty script medium. Okay, yeah, I don't like it. Let's do this one. Yeah, that works. I've been trying to draw a little bit more recently, but the thing is my arm, maybe it's my trash posture, the fact that I like really like get into it and then I end up, my arm like hurts. Like even right now, I don't think it's fully rested since last night, so I can feel it aching a little bit. Oops. It's fine. I've been catching up on like the ins and outs of the internet lately, because I don't actually spend that much time online. like I'm usually sleeping. Oh crap. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh shit, okay. I don't know if you remember, but Bubble is writing a story for little old me, and another chapter just updated. Even though I just like checked on it like yesterday, and then he messages me in the morning. He's like, "Okay, another chapter's up." So I know what I'm gonna do later. It's really funny that he's writing this because it's two characters he has no like care about, Zhongli and Child. Yet he's writing like whole ass like angst for them. It's really, he's so cool. Right now I'm in the state of ghosting everyone, which is not very nice. And like I promise I like my friends, but like, you know, sometimes I wake up and there's like 3 people trying to talk to me. And I'm in no means that like popular. Like not many people know me. I keep to myself normally. It's just that recently all the friends I've been making like to talk. They like to talk to me. So I feel bad, but like I'm sorry, I just woke up. I'm tired. I want to be alone. Like, oh, no one's here today because I didn't really make an effort to ask anyone to come live with me. I mean, I left an announcement, so if they want to, they can join. But I've been trying to do more line art recently. Like, I've been actually like studying people who do line art, and it's like, wow, they're so good at it. I want to do that. So, recently I've been looking at artists like the person who illustrates for Hanako-kun, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, the manga. This one artist named Mako House on Instagram. They draw a lot of anime, you know, Genshin, Honkai Star Rail. They draw a lot of their OCs. They've been doing that recently. And this one other artist, I can't pronounce their name. I feel like it's French. Where'd they go? I believe they're Japanese. Lemora Dulac. I'm gonna get. Oh god, yeah, I can't pronounce that. But they do a lot of paper, like pastels, charcoal. Really pretty. Leaving everyone on red. Hold on. God, I'm sorry, bro. I really... I'm being so dry with my responses. God, it's so tiring. Anyway. This character, I've talked about her a little bit on my first stream in a while. Her name is... My neighbor's mowing the lawn. Her name is Euphemia. Don't ask me what that means because I actually forgot. My friend came up with it. Euphemia... I created her purely out of my desire to gamble on Genshin Impact. She is the owner of a little underground gambling tavern, and she's just really silly. Since then, she's grown a little bit. Like, she has some angst to her, you know, daddy issues. She has a girlfriend now. But ultimately, she's just a little shit who likes to, like, basically, like, bet her money in life. She would bet her life. She would be right at home in Kakegurui. Actually, I have watched Kakegurui. It's an anime. Honestly, sometimes they would like say stuff Okay, maybe it's because I was watching in dub and I tend or not dub sub, and I tend to like draw while I'm watching anime. Like, don't ask me how I do that. I just somehow the words on the screen get into my brain and I get the information even though I'm drawing. Um, but yeah, and man, that was sometimes they would say stuff like, "This is my ultimate plan in gambling." Like, "This is how I'll cheat," or like, "This is how like I'm so smart," right? And I'm like, y'all are just saying words. Like, I would just be trying to digest the rules of the game. I would just be trying to figure it out when they're already figuring ways to like cheat it and find loopholes out of it. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, Kakegurui was interesting. This I imagine a lot of people like the characters, but personally, I was just kind of like my head was spinning in circles from all the gambling like lore, and so I didn't draw her. Okay, oh, she has a silly little unrealistic ahoge. Whoops. Mm. Yo, I woke up like 3 hours ago. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. Uh, I haven't even eaten anything. Like, why am I doing this? Okay, I guess I just really wanted to stream. Hee hee. I'm not used to being on my own. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of scary. Like, when you have people with you, you can kind of like rely on them to help carry the entertainment. But when it's just me, it's like, wow, I'm kind of really boring. But whatever. But yeah, I rarely do solo streams. I've only done like one or two in the whole like streaming. But I mean, what time is it? So Bubble should be in Hagwon right now and probably can't call. Ye's probably still asleep. Jossie and Chloe, they're actually vacationing in Asia right now, so they're in a different time zone, and I believe it's too late for them to be calling. So it's just me. But yeah, I haven't been that busy. Like, I get home around 3, and that's plenty of time to like maybe go live or do something. But I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted afterwards that I take a nap. I go to bed. I I just like mindlessly like lay in my bed. Like nah. I do not have the energy to be streaming or talking to people. I recently made friends with this one person who's like an extrovert, and like I always say like, oh yeah, after work it's so exhausting, like I just want to go to bed, and he's like, whoa, really? Like I'm always fired up, and I'm like, that's great. I'm exhausted afterwards. Like, I go home, I change my clothes, and I pass out. Like, ugh, man, it's just hard, but whatever. Actually, I'm not that interested at all in like a financial career. I only did this internship because I wanted to learn more about money and like finances and stuff, because I'm still in high school. This is mostly toward my very well, I don't want to say stupid because I really care about it, but like I know that it's not that realistic, and like the chances of it happening it's gonna take a pretty long time. But I really want to travel the world and live together, maybe not live together, but like have a life with my best friends, Bubble and Ye. Bubble is in Korea right now, because his parents had work or something. Ye moved away, and we still talk all the time, obviously, but like, man, Man, it's not the same. I wanna hug them. I wanna kiss them. I wanna cuddle. So, hopefully, when I graduate high school or maybe go to college, um, I'll be. God, this music. Wait, shut the fuck up. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to reunite and I don't know, move out of the USA because holy crap, it's not looking good. I believe he wants to go to the UK, which I don't know how much better that is. I mean, I'm joking, but like, yeah, just anywhere. I'd love to go to Asia. I've always wanted to go to China and Japan. I just, man. So hopefully, if we get good enough jobs, you know, everything works out, then hopefully we'll be able to, like, disappear from the face of the earth and no one will hear from us again. This whole streaming thing, I actually don't really know how long I'll be doing it. Like, I just started it in, like, 2021 because I was bored. And, you know, I really liked my Minecraft YouTubers. Like, looking back now, like, it was a cute little phase, but, like, looking at these streamers now, it's like, ooh. I mean, that could have gone a little better, huh? But, yeah, this is mostly just a way for me to escape the realities of COVID-19. But I had fun, and then I stopped streaming. Actually, after a while, I, like, started getting really anxious around it. Like, just, you know, I don't know, I didn't even have that many viewers. I just felt very, you know, not that confident in myself. That year was rough. It was rough for everyone. But, like, yeah. But honestly, looking back, I had really good memories. And the few times Past K saved a VOD of, like, playing Minecraft or, like, playing Bed Wars, the few VODs I have saved from that time, I love watching them back, and I love, like, seeing that and, like, reminiscing and talking to Bubble and Aye, like, wow, we sounded so different, or like, haha, I remember that memory, you know. I really wish I saved more VODs. Like, I only started saving VODs pretty late into the game, and after that, like, not soon after that, I stopped streaming entirely, so there were no VODs to save. But, they were good times. I liked them. Like, that time was unhinged. Like, I don't know how we did this. I might have already said this, but, like, Aye and I, we would wake up around 11 a.m., get on call. Obviously, we would leave to, like, you know, take a shower, eat, you know, all that stuff. But, like, we would stay on call for, like, the entire day. Wait. Oh. Sorry, I'm looking at my color palette, my history, and I'm like, where did these colors come from? Okay, anyway. And, like, and then we would end up streaming and calling until, like, 3 a.m. And, like, we have screenshots of, like, the Discord call notification thingies. And, like, every day, just casually, 11-hour call, 12-hour call. Like, bruh. Actually, no, once we were calling, and we kept asking Bubble to join. And we were like, Bubble, like, get on call. We want to hang out. And Bubble's like, oh, okay, sorry, I'm watching a movie with some friends. Can you, like, wait till after we're done? And we were like, fine. And then we ended up waiting, like, 4 hours. And he never fucking joined. So we were just sitting there like, oh man, I wonder when Bubble will get here. Just entertaining ourselves. And he never joined. So, I should find those old caller IDs. Those are fun. I've been drawing traditionally a lot lately. Well, I say traditionally, it's just paper and pen. But it's mostly because, you know, I'm at work. I don't have my iPad with me. I don't have, like, I refuse to draw on my phone. Like, so, and the workplace always gives us free stuff. So I have, like, a fair share of sticky note pads. So I've just been drawing on them. Of course, the pens that they gave me are not used for drawing. So they run out of ink very quickly. And I'm, like, abusing them, but it's fine. It works out. Like, I have a stack of sticky notes on my desk right now, just scribbles and doodles. sometimes I would zone out of presentations and like information and just draw, which in hindsight, considering the reason why I'm there, is not very good. But like I can't help myself. I wanna draw my cute OCs. I wanna I have projects in my head I wanna be working on. Oh crap, speaking of projects, Blossom, the comic, yeah, that's still happening. Albeit very slowly. uh oh my god, I am every time oh, hello. Every time I think of drawing Blossom and working on a new panel, I'm like, oh my god, that's a panel. Well, it's not even in a very difficult spot in the story right now. It's a very chill spot, but it's just, you know, talking heads, and I'm just too lazy to draw. I'd rather draw me like cute OCs and pretty women. Like I don't got. Thank you for the follow. Actually, in the back of my song. Hi there, hello. I'm just doodling. In the back of my mind, I've been like, I should stream. It's been a while. It's been like a week since I've streamed. I should stream. And then, but I haven't really committed to it because, again, I'm exhausted after work. Like, I go home, I lay down, and I'm dead to the world. But then I woke up this morning and I go on YouTube and I see all these reports of Mr. Rias, the Nijisanji EN member, graduating. And like, okay, I never watched VTubers, but I did have like a short, you know, like VTuber research phase, which is actually how I ended up getting into K-pop. Like, I'm just so interested in the industry itself that I end up watching and getting attached to some of these members. But yeah, I haven't watched a VTuber stream like at all. But when I heard he was graduating, I was like, holy crap! I was actually so sad. Like, I've never watched his streams live. I've only seen like silly YouTube short clips. But like even so, I was pretty sad. And yeah, that made me realize, you know what? Yeah, let's stream today. Like my plan was to just draw alone on my bed, but then I remembered I should probably stream. So here I am. It's just me today, so maybe if the others feel like joining, they'll join. I'm just sitting alone in a VC right now. Yeah. Honestly, Discord's been pretty quiet. Maybe because I haven't been, you know, talking, but I'm drawing my OC, Euphemia. Literally, her aesthetic is just gambling and like casinos. And yeah, she's just kind of silly. Wow, thank you for joining the stream, jeez. I'm just talking about life. Like, how's it going? How's your summer going? How's work, or yeah, how's that going? I said this earlier, but my summer's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Have you been hanging out with friends or like working on projects that you couldn't work on during like the school year or work? I've been drawing a lot, actually. Like, it's to the point where my arm, like, after I'm done drawing, it, like, physically aches. Which is not good, and I should probably keep an eye on that if I want to keep drawing for a long time. But, like, you know, I think it's because I always get so invested in what I'm drawing. So, like, I could be doodling the most useless thing, but I would get so into it. Like, I'm very big on controlled lines, and that tends to like put a toll on my I can lead super. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I try to take longer breaks and, you know, like rest my arm in a little bit. But yeah, I don't know why it's happening, man. Like, I need to just chill. I need to chill for a bit, which is also why I'm drawing a cute lady. Maybe it's because I've been working on so many projects lately. So during spring break, which was what, April? I've been I started work on a tarot card set. I'm not into tarot cards. I never have been. Like, I think they're cute, and if friends ask to read my fortune or whatever, I won't say no. But like, I'm not really into that. But I like the aesthetic. I like having tangible object. Like, I'm a trading card kind of person. I like holding cute, similar things. Like, when I was little, there's like this collectible My Little Pony like character set or something. And my God, every time my mom was like, "I'm gonna go grocery shopping," I'm like, "Can I come with? Because I want to collect more ponies." And like, I have pictures of it like buried somewhere. But yeah, and like I had so many of them, and I like to stack them and look at them, and like that's my toxic trait, I guess. But yeah, I like having those tangible objects that are similar yet very different, like collectibles and stuff. And tarot cards fit that very well. So I'm working on making tarot cards of my friends' OCs because I don't have that many OCs. Collectibles are so much fun. They are. I like ultimately I'll get bored of them and they'll just sit in a closet, but like man, I like just looking at them. I like just sorting them and like putting them here and like having them tower over me and like just like this one goes here, I'll sort them by alphabetical order, I'll sort them by color, like but yeah, I was always like that. And so my plan with these tarot cards is that once I'm finished designing them, which I have one left. I have one left. I'm just waiting for my friend to finish their ref so I can draw their OC. But I want to like send them to a print shop and like hold them in my hands. But yeah, I worked really hard on this, like occasionally on and off for those 4 months. But I'm very close to finishing. I'm really excited. Yeah, again, I'm not even gonna use them as actual tarot cards because I don't know how to use tarot cards. I just want to hold them and I want to look at them and look at my hard work. Like actually, I remember it was spring break and my family, we were on vacation in like Canada or something. Like we were chilling in a cool Airbnb, and I was like, "What if I make a tarot card set?" It was like 9 p.m. at this point, and I started doodling ideas for like. Actually, I can show this on stream. I'm not showing any of the cards themselves because spoilers, because they're surprises for my friends. But this I started doodling like the beginnings of this page here. So like these two in the center, I started doodling them, and I was like, what? What if I? That's a lot of work. Yeah, it is. But I really enjoy it. I'm having fun, even if for like, weeks at a time, I'd be like, oh my god, I want to die. But yeah, I started doodling them, and then I kept drawing and drawing. And then I went on Discord and I was like, hey guys, assign your OCs to tarot cards. But yeah, this is my planning page. These 3 here that I'm selecting, those are all tarot card stuff. So if my friends do somehow manage to make it to 29 minutes into this stream VOD, then they'll see spoilers for Marion's card and Ting Ying. Actually, I've been playing Honkai Star Rail a lot lately, so I keep calling my friend's OC Ting Yoon, who's an Honkai Star Rail OC or character. Oops. Yeah, a lot of work. Actually, okay, I do have to give credit to my best friend Aye because I very quickly realized that holy crap, I will literally die if I do all this by myself. So what I've been doing is thumbnailing on that page. Document, god, I've been writing too much. On that page, and then sending the thumbnail finished sketch to Aye, and they'll do line art for it. So it's not exactly in my style, like it's not 100% like my aesthetic. Like some of it, Aye put their own flair to it because we have different styles. But yeah, and after that it's all up on me to color and shade it and all that stuff. But right, I never finished. So like I was like, let's make some tarot cards. So for like the entire break, it was like 2 weeks. Like every day I would wake up, I would draw Like my family, we were like, "Hey, look at this cool tourist spot," and I'm like, "That's great. Let's go back in the car so I can draw." Like I would like honestly, I had a lot of fun. Like I would get in those moods where all I did was draw, which is very unhealthy. And yeah, but I did honestly, kudos to past K. I did take breaks. Like after like an hour or two of working, I'd be like, "Oh wow, I should probably take a break." And I would consciously put my iPad down and take a break. Which, look at me go. Oh my gosh. Healthy work habits. Let's go. But yeah. Actually, the drawback of being so into art but not even like this is a hobby. Like I do this voluntarily. So like when I was doing my interview for that work internship, they were like, "What are your hobbies? Like what do you do with your time?" We love healthy work habits. Hell yeah. Sit up straight, posture check, drink some water. When they asked me like, "What do you do with your time?" all I could say was draw. Like I had to keep finding ways to improvise and remix the same hobby because I genuinely did nothing else. But I mean it worked. Like my the art classes, the art teachers in my school know me very well because I'm always in there doing stuff. Actually, I used to be a music kid. Like art used to be strictly like a very casual hobby. Like I would only just do little cute characters every now and then, but I would not spend hours with it, you know. Like I used to be a music kid. Let me think. In elementary school, 4th grade, 4th graders were allowed to finally join the chorus, the elementary school chorus. So don't get your hopes up. But I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds like fun. I like singing. I'm gonna join the chorus. So I joined the chorus, and I've been in the school choir since then. 5th grade, you were allowed. Wait, no, 4th grade. Well, that's weird. In 4th grade, you were allowed to join the school orchestra. Again, the elementary school orchestra. But I joined, and obviously I was put as a violin. And let me tell you, 4th grade and 5th grade K actually popping off. Like, I was so good at the violin. Like, you'd think I was a natural. I'm so precocious. But yeah, I enjoyed violin. Although I hated practicing. Like, whenever they gave me those stupid little practice time card things, I would be like, oh shit. Like, I don't like practicing. I like just going in there and like hoping I don't die, you know? 5th grade rolled around, I was still in orchestra. I joined the school band, which for some reason you could join chorus and orchestra in 4th grade, but you had to wait till you were 5th grader to be in the band, which I always thought was weird because the band was honestly like, I feel like it was easier than orchestra, but whatever. Again, I hated practicing. Actually, no, so they gave us these little slips of paper, and they were like, okay, so write down what instrument you want, and we'll try to get you that instrument. But if we can't, write down, like, the second instrument, you know? So I wrote down clarinet, because, you know, clarinets seem fun. Like, they're elegant, right? But all I knew was that I didn't want to be a brass. Like, I wrote clarinet. I don't think I wrote flute, because I didn't like it. Obviously I wrote percussion, because everyone wrote percussion. Percussion? Like the drums and stuff, because like, you know, it's just hidden stuff with sticks. Like anyone could do that. Like I feel like everyone's third choice was percussion. Because, you know, it's kind of fun. Like everyone, you know, you've always wanted to play in a drum kit, like stuff like that. But so I put clarinet as my first option, but they gave me trumpet. They assigned me to trumpet, and I was so disappointed. And okay, elementary school K was kind of a loser. Okay, I still am a loser, but like it was really bad. So I didn't want to quit band. I was like the option of quitting wasn't like, that was not a thing to me. Which you think is like, wow, look at you, like weathering through the storm, right? Like putting up with what you don't like. But genuinely, I did not want to quit because I was scared everyone would think I was like non-committal and that I was like, just all that bad stuff. And I was like, I can't quit. Like, I shouldn't quit because that'll look bad. I wanted to quit, but I told myself, no, if you'll quit, you'll look stupid. Which is equally unhealthy, but but yeah, I stuck with it. So in 5th grade, I did chorus, orchestra, and band. Hell, I got a music award for this. Because, like, our school had, like, the special music award that's, like, most musically inclined, right? And I was the only kid who was too scared to quit everything. So I just sat there for a whole year, like, despising band and wanting to cry with this stupid trumpet. As you know, when I was in elementary school, I have asthma. It's gotten a lot better recently, but in elementary school, it was so bad. Like, it wasn't uncommon for me to just skip whole school days because I couldn't freaking breathe. So can you imagine, honestly, like, I don't know why I didn't think about that. Like, band. You breathe in the instruments, you blow into the instruments. So some days I would be so horrendously sick that I physically could not, like, participate. I would just sit there awkwardly with my trumpet. It was so sad. But yeah, again, it's gotten a lot better now, and I've been on treatments and all that stuff. But it was kind of silly. Like, okay, even on days where I could breathe okay, like, I don't know, trumpet never stuck with me. Like, there's a certain way you have to purse your lips, there's just a certain way you have to blow into the instrument to make noises. And at the beginning, I struggled so much. Like, the few times I actually did practice outside of school was when we were learning how to actually play it. Because for the life of me, I could not blow into that stupid mouthpiece and make a noise. Actually, my brother, so he's not musically inclined, like, at all. He hates singing. He doesn't, like, honestly, he does not like music. But he was in the 5th grade band. He's a year older than me. But he was the trombone. The thing with the slidey piece. And honestly, looking back at it, that's such a fitting instrument for him. Like, don't ask me why I think that. I just think it fits him. But I'm kind of sad that he quit it, because he was, like, one of the only 2 trombones in the elementary school, like, band. It was kind of funny. Anyway. But yeah, I stuck with it. They gave me a music award because I was the only kid who did all 3, even though I hated band. It was wild. Yeah, I think I still have that music award. It's probably, like, in storage downstairs because, who keeps their elementary school awards? But I got a pretty good amount. Of course, I wanted to be on student council, but I didn't get into student council for some reason. But looking back at it now that I had a few friends who were in student council, I'm kind of glad I didn't get in student council. Because, like, the only significant thing I remember them saying that they did were sort markers, clean, and, like, I don't know, maybe have a few meetings to talk about very mundane things. Like, I vividly remember my friend coming back with, like, marker residue all over their hands, like, different colors, and I'm like, what happened to you? And they're like, we had to sort through dead and usable markers for the entire day. Like, they missed playground for this. And I was like, wow. Damn. I'm glad I'm not you. Especially me, because I've gotten a little better at it, but I didn't like getting my hands dirty. Like, okay, that's very specific. Like, markers and dirty playthings at, like, daycare? Nah, I hate that stuff. It's like, ew, other kids have touched that, they probably drooled all over it, I don't want to touch that. Student council's oddly stressed with the lack of power they have. Oh. Actually, yeah, I know what you mean. Even now I have some friends who are in the high school student council, and, like, I haven't hung out with that man in, like, a year, because he's so busy all of the time. The elementary student council was a joke, and I'm glad I didn't get in. But yeah, I didn't want to sort through markers. Like, I'll gladly touch mud. I'll gladly, like, handle worms in like labs, but I refuse to touch like child daycare playthings, you know? Which is probably why I hated daycare so much. Like, my parents, they work a lot, and they physically could not, like, come pick us up. Like, they wouldn't be at home when school ended, so they just dropped us off at daycare for a few hours. Yeah. And because of that, I made no friends because I was a very shy kid. I still kind of am. But I also didn't want to play with anything they had there. Like, they could have the coolest dollhouse ever, but I refuse to touch it. Because I can just imagine, like, the stickiness, the smell of the sanitation. Like, ugh, no, I'm not touching that. Yeah, daycare that was weird. I don't, honestly, like, for years, my brother and I went to daycare, and it sucked. I hated every single one. Maybe it's because I had no friends. Maybe it's because I didn't like touching anything there. Actually, no, we went to this one daycare. We went through many daycares, but we went through this one. And I brought my 100 set piece rainbow loom, like the little rubber band bracelet things that you can make. And I brought it with me to daycare because I was like, I'm gonna bring my own toys, right? And then they freaking confiscated it. They confiscated it. They're like, you can only play with toys here. Like, what the fuck? I was so sad. So I just sat there. I was like, what the hell, man? Okay, well, third grade K would not say what the hell, but like, come on. I was so upset. That daycare sucked. I believe that we resolved the problem by having my grandparents come stay with us because they live locally. So, right, that worked itself out. What was I saying? God, I went so off track. Right, music. So orchestra, like, my main was orchestra. Like, I was the orchestra kid, right? I was really good at it. And, like, it got into the point where, like, the last day of, like, orchestra rehearsal, like, the last day of lessons, my orchestra teacher, she pulled me to the side. She's, like, one of those teachers who are, like, kind of scary, but, like, you know, she can be nice, but you don't want to get on her bad side, right? So I was like, oh shit, am I in trouble? And she's like, Kay. She didn't call me Kay, but Kay, you need to continue doing orchestra in middle school and high school because I know you will go into far places with this. You were so good at this. Like, you fifth grader, you were so good at this. And I was like, well, shit, I can't quit now. Like, I have my orchestra teacher's endorsement. And yeah, I went through 6th grade and 7th grade continuing orchestra because I was like, I'm so good at it. Like, I want to make my teacher proud of me even though I haven't seen her in years. And honestly, man, I don't know if it was the teachers. Actually, no, I know exactly what it was. I went into 6th grade and I was like, oh man, wow. Like, these kids are really good. My elementary school was like in the middle of nowhere. Like, no one went there. I was the only Asian kid there, aside from me and my brother. Like, it was ridiculous. Everyone was white. And, so going into middle school where they combined all the elementary schools, I met so many other Asian children, because the diversity of those schools were so much better, who was, like, so much better at me. Like, there was this one girl, I won't say her name, but, like, she is just known to be super good at, like, everything. But actually, talking to my friend who was really close with her then, apparently she was kind of stupid, but music-wise, she was a goddess. She was that Asian kid, right? Everyone saw her as that. Honestly, I never talked to her, and I try not to, you know, say that about her because, you know, I don't really know her that well. But, like, man, being a violin 1 with freaking that girl and this other Indian kid who was stupidly good at violin, I was like, oh my god, I'm being eaten alive. I felt like every time I went in there, it was like I was being thrown into a pit of tigers. Or snakes, or whatever the saying is. It was ridiculous. And I was like, wow, I suck at violin. Okay, to be fair, I didn't practice that much, which, oops. Okay, I practiced more than I did in elementary school, because I actually wanted to learn the music, but, like, yeah. So, you know, as violin is such a nice, yeah, it is. I do kind of regret quitting. Actually, I still have my violin in my closet. It's just sorely out of tune, because I actually don't know how to tune it, because I quit before they taught me. But sometimes I would be like not drawing, but like watching a show, and then my hands just subconsciously like I still remember how to hold the bow, and like man, actually I'm on a waiting list for violin lessons because I want to learn again. Um, yeah, that combined with teachers and like pressure and like middle school is kind of scary, all that stuff. I was like, yeah, man, I'm peacing out. I'm not doing this shit. So I quit orchestra, which I like, damn. um, so yeah, again, I do kind of miss it, and I want to take lessons again. But, since then I've gotten a little busier. All the good teachers. I live in a small town, so like there aren't many good teachers around here. But yeah, that was a fun foray into the orchestra world. Um, mm, but while that was happening, I was getting really into chorus singing, which is kind of funny. Um, like if you met me, you would not know that I was into chorus and singing. But since then, my school has a select chorus for sixth graders, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get into that. Like, I want to sing, right? I actually got in. Um, I don't remember what they had to sing, but I got in sixth select. So like Thursday after school, every Thursday after school, you would go to the chorus room, and then you would practice some songs. And the payoff is that you would perform as Six Select at concerts. So like if you were in the chorus, I believe everyone there was also in the chorus. So like you would sing in the chorus, and then there would be a separate time slot at the concert just for Six Select. And like look at sixth grade K popping off and all these extracurriculars, man. um and then for seventh and eighth graders, let me think. Oh, they had Glee Club, which is a similar singing thing but just older, a little more advanced. So I did do orchestra and not orchestra, chorus, like the regular general chorus. But obviously I was like, wow, all these kids are only here for credits. Like, I wanted like join a elite singing group, right? So I auditioned. Actually, if I recall correctly, the flyer said that you had to sing the U.S. national anthem. And that was your audition piece. So like they judged, everyone had to sing it, and like how well you sang it, blah 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 blah. It's really funny because at the meeting, the chorus lady, the director, I love her. She was really cool. She was like, "You have to sing the U.S. anthem. Do you all know it?" And everyone kind of just looked around silently. No one knew the U.S. national anthem. No one knew it. It was. She looked so disappointed in us. She's like, "You guys don't know the U.S. national anthem?" So, the day coming to the actual audition, I spent my lunch like listening to it on loop, trying to memorize the lyrics as fast as I could. It's actually kind of funny. Good times. But when I actually got there, there were like 50, not 50, like 30 to 40 other kids there, all wanting to audition, and not everyone got in. But yeah, there was this one kid. Do you still remember the lyrics? Ah, crap. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed? But, what so proudly we hailed by the... No, I don't remember it. Bro, I swear, once I passed that audition, I threw it out of my mind. It was gone. Like, I don't need to know this anymore. I swear I can actually sing. I just wasn't trying. But anyway, they had one of those other prodigy Asian kids play the piano, and like he's still well known throughout the school district because he's just so good. Actually, I'll talk about him later. But he was playing the piano, and I guess he was kind of a little confused, like he didn't know when to start. So my teacher was looking at me. She's like, "Start." So I just started singing. And of course, because I had hammered the song into my head so much, I knew exactly what note to start at. Like, I learned by listening to it over and over again. So like because of that, like I started singing, and the dude caught up on the piano, and because I started like so perfectly, later on she asked me, she's like, "Do you have perfect pitch?" And I was like, I don't know. Perfect pitch is like if you can tell, like you just have this feeling and you innately know the pitch of a note. So like she tested me by having the dude play a note on the piano and asked me what note it was, and for the life of no, I don't have perfect pitch. People who do can tell. Actually, in my chorus last year, there's this kid who did have perfect pitch, and I didn't know that until one day our chorus director just asked him, "Hey, Nicholas, can you give me an A?" And then he just sings an A, and I was like, Jesus. And like multiple times, if the director wanted to stay in tune, he would ask Nicholas to sing like a note. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like magic. Like talking to someone perfect pitch, so you can just ask them and they'll know. It's really cool. If you meet someone perfect pitch, like hell, stay friends with them. They're a really cool person. I bet. Okay, unless they're not, but real magicians for real. So yeah, that was fun. Honestly, I really enjoyed the song we did that year. And then I did that for 8th grade. They have Glee Club open for 9th graders, but the thing is, almost no one does it because, can you imagine, after school ends, after you're done with like the high school day, you're supposed to get on a bus or drive yourself to the middle school to sing with a bunch of 7th and 8th graders? Through both years that I did Glee Club, only one 9th grader would bother to come there. I guess he really liked Glee Club. So for me, 9th grade, I actually didn't go. I went to a different school that year. I went to a private school, and involuntarily, by the way, I didn't know I wanted to go to that private school. But that whole year, I was so freaking depressed that I was like, I do not want to sing. Also, it didn't help that the music program at that school was like, it was like, what, 5 people? So I felt like, I do not care about this school enough to be like doing any extracurriculars. The whole reason why I was sent there is because my parents wanted me to like, get out in the real world. Like, this school has better classes than the one you're already going to, so like you can, get all these opportunities because like they go to Italy or something. Except I was so depressed that year, I didn't do anything. Hell, I did less classes than I did at my normal school. But yeah, so after that failure, they sent me back to my original school district. And I joined the general chorus because I had missed audition times for the special select chorus. The special select chorus for that school district is actually really good. Like, it's known, like, in the far reaches of Ohio that we're really good. But yeah. Our school isn't the best for sports. It's kind of mid for sports. But music program? Like, our music program is, like, hell yeah. We got such good directors. We have such good sponsors. Like, man, we did not go, like... I'm actually kind of amazed at how good our music program is. Anyway, so for 10th grade, I did the general chorus, which was, of course, a bunch of freshmen. Because, why would 10th graders be doing this? 10th graders would either be quitting or are already in the select chorus. And yeah, that chorus, I loved my teacher. He was really cool. But like, freshmen, they were really annoying, and hell, we did not get much done, but whatever. At least it reminded me that I can sing. It reminded me that, look at me, I can get involved in things, right? And then I believe that year I auditioned for the select chorus. Actually, at this point I was going through like a existential crisis. I was like, do I really enjoy singing? Because at this point I was really getting into the art side of my school and like getting into drawing a lot. And I was like, wow, I want to draw. I don't really want to sing. So I was talking to my therapist, and like for a good 2 weeks I was like, shit, do I audition? Should I audition? I should audition. No, I shouldn't, right? Like going back and forth. But eventually I kicked myself in the ass and I auditioned. This audition was different. Honestly, I'm surprised I got in at all. Spoiler alert, I got in. But like, Um, like that, it was early morning, you know, I was tired. Like, my voice was dead from the night before because I was just calling all the time. And it was wild. So, they had us do a lot of tests, like, you know, can you sing the correct pitch? Can you, what's your range? You know, stuff like that. Sight reading. Dear God, I suck at sight reading. Anyway. Um, but the big, you know, audition part of it, like, you know how the last one was, oh, say, can you see? This one was, you pick a song. Like, you choose a song. It has to be at least 2 minutes. And then you sing it. With no instrumental backing. And let me tell you, the night before, the fucking night before, I was so anxious. Like, literally, like, 2 days before the audition date, I was like, okay, I'll audition. I'll do it. I'll commit. That was when I decided I'll actually audition. And the night before, it was like 3 a.m. And I was like, oh shit, I need to pick a song. So, and the worst part is that they made me wait. Yeah, they made me wait. Because the kid before me hadn't shown up yet, so I had to stand there. Because I'm not going back to class, hell no. Like, I'm shaking just thinking about, like, retelling this story. But, like, so I just wandered the hallways. They gave me a room to sit in, but there was another kid there, and I wasn't about to, like, sit there with that other kid. So I was wandering the hallways, and, like, I was like, oh, fuck. But, the song I chose was, Isn't It Over from Steven Universe. I actually didn't really watch Steven Universe. Like, I was a very casual watcher. But yeah, apparently they liked it. Fun fact, that song for my range, I knew that morning I was not going to hit those low notes. I knew. So I was like, I know. What if I just cut out the first verse? Because that's the lowest it goes. So if I just cut out the first verse and start singing at where I can sing, then it'll make me look better. And that's what I did. And it worked. So, okay. Yeah, I came in and like, bro, oh my god. There were 2 teachers there. The chorus director, or one of the chorus directors there too, and the orchestra director. And I was looking at her like, in a different universe, I would be in your class. But yeah, I came back after that and I was talking to my music friend and I was like, damn, that was wild. And he was like, oh, what teachers did you get? Like, what directors are watching you? And I told him and he was like, oh crap, poor you, because apparently the orchestra one is the worst one to get. But hey, it worked out. I got in. Somehow. I remember like checking my email like the week after spring break. Actually, it was really wild because like I would alternate from drawing my tarot cards to checking my email. But eventually it was like, we're like, yippee, here's the voices like results, right? And I was there and I was looking at it and I was like, what the fuck? That's my name. Like, this is the first time in an audition I was like, I'm literally screwed, right? But no, I got in and I was like, whoa. Like, I was watching a show with my mom because like sometimes my mom and I just watch shows, binge shows. I believe it was not Supernatural, it was like some detective show. But I was checking my email and I was like, I like gasped audibly and my mom was like, girl, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I got in voices. And she's like, oh shit. She didn't say it was shit, but like yeah, it was I got it. Actually, one of the big reasons why I was so hesitant on if I wanted to audition or not was because there's this one kid who I had a falling out with over that time. And like, holy crap, that kid is such a jerk. And I knew he was in there and I was worried. Because, you know, I'm a very awkward person, right? I was worried, like, maybe I won't be able to be in the same room as them. Because they're the kind of kid to hold grudges and stare at you from across the room. But it's fine. I'll be fine. So, I'm working very hard to give myself some emotional, like, you know, crutches. Because, like, this is all very much a test run. I never really solved if I wanted to be a singer, or, like, wanted to continue singing or not. I never solved that. So I'm just doing this as, like, you know, we'll just see how it goes, right? And then if I don't like it, I don't like it, and I won't do it next year. but like it's a big opportunity or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's wild. Like my unprepared ass managed to get in, so hey, let's go. Um, if I recall, I believe it was a Monday I did that. So I don't. Of all time slots I could have chosen, I chose a fucking Monday. But yeah, that's fun. Um, so throughout the years, you know, fifth grade, fourth grade, I had friends in chorus, orchestra, and band. Actually, no, I was the only orchestra person. But then in middle school, I had a lot of friends in chorus. But then through high school, you know, all those friends kind of stopped being into music as they found other things that they were interested in. So right now, I'm the only person in my friend group who's still in the music program. So like, you know, it's kind of funny. Like you go throughout the years, and it's like less and less friends are with me. And this year, I'm gonna have no friends. So it's all on me to actually make friends. And the thing is, making friends is hard as hell. So, great. In a similar vein, my work internship that I applied for, I'm in the internship right now. I believe I'm going back Monday. I'm the only one in our friend group who's doing it. Like, I was like, hey guys, this is a really good opportunity. You should do it with me so I won't be alone. And they're like, that's boring, right? And I'm like, guys, don't do this to me. Rip. Yeah, actually. So it's just me, and it was all on me to make new friends. Actually, it's unique because my school isn't the only ones participating in this internship. So this was the first time I had ever made friends with people that don't go to my school, which is really sad. It's because I don't play sports. Like, you've probably noticed sports have been missing from this story. It's just because I don't do sports. Like, I suck at sports, I hate sports, I'm not, But yeah, like, you know, all the sports teams, they always travel around to different schools and areas. I don't do that. Like, everything is internal. So. And because of that, I'll probably never see them again. Yeah. So, after this internship training period ends, I'll probably never see them again. Okay? Like, in person, unless I actively go and, like, plan a day out. But, like, come on. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Y'all are nice and all, but, like, that's a lot of work. So yeah. While this has all been happening, I've said this earlier, I've been alluding to it, but, like, I've been getting really into the art scene in my school. And the thing is, I never really committed myself to it. Like, my school has an IB art program, which you can do art for college credits, and it's like a really grueling course. And obviously the kids who do it are the ones very interested in art. And I only decided not to do it because, 1, my schedule's full. 2, I'm lazy. And 3, I was kind of embarrassed of my art. Like, I still am. I try not to show my personal projects to people at school, because it's like, you know, I draw anime art, right? I draw anime boobs. I draw women, right? That's kind of embarrassing, you know? Like, being known as the anime art kid. And I didn't want that. Even now, I'm still kind of like, you know. I've gotten a little better at it, hence why I'm streaming art. Like, if you ask Kay from 2 years ago if they wanted to stream art, they would say no, vehemently. They would shoot you down in, like, the back alley. Yeah, this year, or last year, I did a creative crafts course. I'm getting off topic. IB art. And honestly, like, I've been looking at people's portfolios lately, and it's like, that is a very fun opportunity. Maybe going into senior year, I'll ask about it. Because, yeah, I'm not as good as art as my fellow peers, but I am kind of passionate for it, you know? And I would like to get some classes. Because right now oh, yeah. So, my school offers a language course. So every kid in middle school is required to choose what language they want to learn, and then they'll be assigned those language classes. I chose German. Don't ask me why I chose German. I just did, because I didn't want to take Spanish or French. But German? Worst mistake of my hardest... German's the hardest language? Oh shit. Um, my music stopped. Wait. Okay. Um, it sounds like it. It's all right. I mean, it's European. You know, they're all European, so it's like it's not that bad. The genders destroyed me, but the thing is, I feel like if I tried hard enough, I could. Like, I didn't fail German. Like, I was all right. It was the teachers, the fucking teachers. Like, holy crap. The first one, the nicest lady I've ever met, right? I loved her. She was so sweet. But she didn't teach us shit. So then finals rolled around and we were like, uh-oh, we actually don't know anything. um, and then the high school teacher, because they have one for middle school and high school, he was just straight up an asshole. Like, his personality sucked. And it made me despise going into that class every day. And I was like, so normally what most kids do, like the bare minimum, what you have to do to get these credits is, so I'm going for an advanced diploma. Don't ask me why. The counselors in like middle school were like, hey, you want to go for an advanced diploma? And I was like, okay. And at this point, it's too late. So I'm going for an advanced diploma. And in order to get this diploma, the requirements is that you need 3 language credits in the same language. So what most kids do to get this diploma for language is they do it in middle school. So 1 year middle school, that's 1 language credit. They do it again in 9th grade, German 2. That's 2 language credits, and the German 3 in 10th grade. Except when I moved schools, they didn't have a German course. So I took sign language that year because I needed a language. Actually, no, I didn't need a language. Why did I take sign language? Whatever, I enjoyed it a lot, but still. And then when I moved back to this school, obviously they didn't have a sign language course, which is really stupid. But because of that, all my peers that continued in German, they had 3 credits by the end of this year. I only had 2. So that means next year, I'm gonna have to take German again. And for fuck's sake, I refuse to do that. So, what I decided to do instead was talk to my counselor, and we dropped it. So I'm not doing German again. But because of that, I'll need to make up that credit with art. So art and music, those credits don't equal. They don't equal. Like, they're not equivalent. So that means I'm gonna have... So, like, you can either get 3 language credits or 3 art credits. And at this point, I've only gotten 1 art credit. Because I did 1 art class last year. And of course, I didn't get any art credits in 9th grade. So I only have 1 art credit, and I have 2 years left to get 2 more credits, which means I'm probably going to be, like, double booked for art. So it's either 1 more year of German, or, like, 2 more years of nonstop art, and honestly, I'd rather take art. So that's what I'm doing! And with that plan in mind, I decided I didn't want to do IB art because, again, it's a lot of work. And I just need the fucking credits, man. Like, Jesus. And it kind of sucks because I took an art class at my 9th grade school, but they didn't accept it. But yeah, I'm taking art. Be careful because you don't... Yeah. The thing is, this is a little different. Like, I've always separated my personal art with art classes, because art classes are always just like, you know, we're gonna focus on ceramics, we're gonna focus on drawing and painting, like, here are the basics, right? And the thing is, I've already taken so many fucking studio art classes, I don't need to take another. So chances are I'll probably be doing drawing and painting and, like, the occasional little workshop here and there. I believe next year I'm doing this class called cartooning, which I talked to my teacher about it, and she said, she like stood up, she was looking at me like eyes wide, she's like, that class is perfect for you. Because she knows I like to draw art in my own time and that I have my own style, and she's like, you'll love it. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So yeah, if I do this, then chances are I'll probably draw back a little bit on my own personal art, because, you know. But I tend to draw online or digitally anyway, and a lot of this is obviously, you know, traditional art. So yeah, and hell, I'm sorely lacking in my traditional art expertise. So hopefully, um, I'll learn something. But yeah, it was wild. Last year, I was sitting in like my study hall, and I was like, traditional. Yeah, it is. I was sitting in my study hall, and I was like, wow, I want to do art. I want to be an artist. And this revelation was so shocking to me because it's like, you always hear people like, whether it's yourself or like other people, they're always like, art isn't that stable, right? And yeah, sometimes art isn't the most like financially stable thing, but there actually are a lot of like jobs in art. Like maybe not like media arts, like becoming an artist in museums, but you can utilize your art expertise in a lot of things. Just now at this internship, we were shadowing a department in the credit union, and they were very creative. And the entire time they were talking, I was like, "Holy shit! Like this is what they were talking about. Like this is a job in art." Anyway, yeah. So last year I was like getting really into it, which is also again another reason why I had that whole existential crisis about singing, because I wanted to do art. And now whenever some like adult asks me like, "Hey, what do you want to do when you like grow up?" Because everyone in the internship has a goal, right? I was like, I always say, I want to do art. And sometimes I think about it and I'm like, wow, I must sound so silly. Like maybe I'm not that good at art and I'm just saying that because like I don't want to seem cocky. Like even right now, like look at this. Like if someone sees it, I'm thinking, like, what if someone sees this and goes, wow, that person's kind of bad and they want to be an artist? Gee, like, I wonder how that's gonna work out. And like that doubt is always at the back of my mind, but I guess sometimes I just straight up forget I have that doubt, and other times I'm like, I don't care. Like hell, if I can make a living off of drawing pretty anime girls, like hell yeah, let's fucking go. Like that's the dream. But yeah, I'm actually kind of hoping that these art classes in school are help me get better at traditional art, because I do think traditional art is very pretty, and I never, when I was little, when I decided I wanted to start like drawing, I didn't go to traditional art. I went straight to digital art. Like I got my little mini iPad, like elementary school K. um, I don't know. It's probably because I never really had any art supplies I liked. Like I had art supplies, but like none of them really spoke to me. Like, that sounds really stupid, but like there's some artists who are known for their like oil pastels. There's artists who are known for their ability in watercolor, and you can tell they really like these art mediums. But I never found a medium that I really enjoyed drawing with, except for digital. And just in general, with the projects I have in mind, digital art is just so much more accommodating for it. Like, I'm drawing a web comic with my friends right now, and I can't do that traditionally. I can, it's just a lot of work and a lot of money. I want to draw those tarot cards. You can do that traditionally, but it's just so much easier with digital art. And honestly, like, I can't even. Some people look down on digital art because it's not real art. You're cheating, right? But like, it's so convenient. Like, hell, I'm gonna look down on you using a car. Why would you use a car if you can just use a bike, right? It's convenient. It's easier, right? Like you're not gonna drive through the city. I mean, you're not gonna drive an hour on a bike. No, you'll use a car. You're not gonna draw a comic. I mean, actually, you can. You're not gonna like create an animation for a TV show with pens and paper. You can, similar to how you can bike an hour, but you won't because that's a lot of work. Anyway. Actually, I feel like a lot of people have been at least for me, I feel like a lot of people have been accepting of digital art. It's probably the whole AI thing, unfortunately. Actually, I had this art teacher in like 8th grade, and okay, I did not give a shit about this class. It was just studio art, right? Like, I don't care. she was like, here's some how to draw in perspective, and I already knew how. Like, I think they messed up somehow and put me in another studio art class, which is like the basics, right? And I already knew how to draw in perspective, and I was like, well, I have this cool idea in my head, and I want to go above and beyond, but I don't think I'll be able to do that traditionally. So I asked the teacher, hey, can I do this on my iPad digitally? And she's like, yeah, go ahead. And I thought it would end at that. But she kept saying, every time she saw me drawing on my iPad, she'd be like, yeah, like, digital art is like the art of the future. And she made it seem like traditional art was going to become obsolete. And I was like, girl, are you okay? Because, like, you're an art teacher. You are a traditional artist. Why do you keep saying this? Like, was she worried that she was gonna lose her job to, like, iPad drawers? Like, so that teacher she was really sweet, and she was very supportive of my art, but, like, I'm kind of worried about her. Yeah, I finished my little art project, and it was cute, I guess. That whole year in general was really weird, because it was COVID. So, we would mix from teachers going into each classroom, like in Asian schools, and kids going to the classrooms themselves, because like you can't really like bring the entirety of the art classroom to like this temporary classroom of children. So instead, the kids get up and go to the art classroom. Yeah, that was, man. Trying to do like FACS class. No, FACS class is such a joke. Like, actually, FACS class, Family and Consumer Science. It's basically the class that you think of when you're in high school, where they teach you how to do taxes and how to like buy a home. You know, you think it's that, right? Like, you think it's the important class. And they did teach us some important stuff. Like, yes, it is very important to learn sewing. I don't care what gender you are, learn sewing. Like, it's so useful. But then it was just a disappointment, you know? Like, I still don't know how to file taxes. Like, my internship at this credit union, like, I'm learning so much about finances that is so valuable throughout life that I feel like most adults had to just learn on the fly because they were never taught it. But for me, look at me, I'm doing an internship where I learned all this shit. So, yeah, it's very, like, man, the school system, sometimes I feel like it's a complete failure of everything it's trying to do, but other times it's like, this isn't bad. Like the arts and the musics, which I believe there was some time where they put a lot of emphasis in that, and yeah, you can tell. Like the art and music, at least in my school, is very good. Everything else is kind of bad. But yeah. I mean, I can't really say much because I'm a good student. I've always been like pretty good at academics. But like admittedly, I am very lazy. Like, I have all the qualifications and drive to do like the AP, like social studies, AP Global, like, you know, like the super advanced social studies classes for like college credits, and I can totally do it. It's just that I don't want to, because that's a lot of work. And why would I work really hard to do that when I can just like nap through general social studies? Because, you know, I'm very good at social studies. Hell, that was the best like final grade I ever got. Not ever got, but like it was the best one of that year. Honestly, that year was rough. Math kicked my ass. Like, there was no reason. Like, I swear to God, the stuff that we were taught during the school year, it was not on the freaking test. Yeah, man. Man, line art is not my thing. I kind of like the sketch better. Well, whatever. I've always been a theater kid. Oh, interesting. Actually, I think I did want to be a theater kid because, you know, I liked singing and, you know, I wasn't that adverse to dancing. But like, I'm just so goddamn shy. Like, I had stage fright, you know. Like, it was alright. I did do a few plays, but once I had a mental breakdown because I was like trying to decide if I wanted to do this or not, but I decided not to audition for the play. And like, I cried because I guess I was so disappointed in myself for not doing that. But looking back at it now, I really don't care. It's a shame, yeah, but honestly, I don't, it's not my thing. Is good at my schools. Yeah, the theater depart not theater department, but like they collaborate a lot with the art and music department, and I stated before that it's very good. So our plays tend to be very good. Um, obviously my standards for very good when it comes to theater is not very, it's debatable, but personally, I really enjoy the plays. I try to watch them. Um, actually, I have a really stupid story about this. My friend and I, so of course, I went to a different school at this point, and we never really hung out. But luckily, we were both able to meet up to watch a school play. It was Mamma Mia, I think it was. And yeah, so we would. There were multiple breaks, right? And at that time in Genshin Impact, because we were still playing Genshin at that time, I don't play it anymore. God. Yae Miko's banner was up, and I'd already expressed that I wanted Yae Miko. Do I have her rough here? Hold on. Let me. No, I don't. Okay, great. I've already expressed that I really wanted Yae Miko, and I'd already been struggling to get her up till that point, and so it was break time, and so I had pulled out my phone, logged on, and I had my friend wish for us, and I got Yae Miko. Like, she appeared on the screen, and we physically yelled out. We physically, like, I don't want to say screamed, but we were pretty loud. and we were sitting right behind my friend's guidance counselor, and my friend, they visited their guidance counselor a lot, you know, for like help and stuff. So we were screaming, and the guidance counselor like physically looked back at us. And like it was looking kind of embarrassing. And I'm pretty sure later on my friend told me that their guidance counselor talked to them and said that they'd never seen them that happy in a while. Which, one, damn, and two, that's just embarrassing, right? But yeah, I really care about my friend. I love them a lot. And I'm glad I can make them happy. Why isn't this moving? Yeah, that was fun. After I flat color, I think I'll end stream. My throat's getting kind of tired. My least favorite part is flat coloring. I had to flat color over 20 pieces for the tarot card thing, and holy crap, it sucked. Like, my least favorite part, honestly. Like, I like being messy when I draw. And flat coloring, you can't really be messy. Especially if you have line art, which is what we did for the tarot cards. That's actually the reason why the comic's taking so long. It's because I'm at the stage where I have to flat color, and I don't like flat coloring. One of these days, I think I should draw, like... Wait, no, on my to-do list, my self-imposed to-do list, I wanted to draw a different OC and her girlfriend. I have another OC, not this one. Her name's Liling. She's like, she used to be a self-insert just for funsies, but now she's kind of her own character. My little baby's graduated. Anyway, and we've created this adorable, cute little ship between her and another person's OC. And it's like that trope where it's like big buff lady, like very tall buff lady, and very kind of cute little like flower boy, you know? Like, they're so cute. Like, Kameko is the kind of person to like carry Liling around on concerts, at concerts, like hold her on her back, like And I haven't been drawing them because I keep forgetting. I need to do that. Oh yeah, I know, they're so cute. Actually, I might have some old art of them. Let me try to find it. It's in my files, I believe. Don't open on the wrong monitor. Please don't open on the wrong monitor. Okay. Here we go. The iPad I'm drawing on right now is actually my second iPad. The first one I got, it's fine. It's just kind of old, you know. This one I really enjoy too. Like, whatever. Do I have it here? Comic. Nope, I don't. Maybe it's on this then. I swear to God. Okay, I probably have it saved on a Discord server then. Whatever. Kamiko is a pirate. She has her own little ship. She actually lives in a different country than Liling does. But they met when Liling travels a lot for her job. And they met when Liling's boat fucking sank. And Kamiko was nearby, so she rescued everyone there, and that's how they met. And now they keep in touch, and Kamiko tries to visit Liling occasionally, and they're just cuties. It's funny, I say Liling isn't a self-insert anymore, and she's not, but like, I never bothered changing her design. Like, the little emote sprite thingies I have on my screen right now, like, they look very similar to Liling. I did not try to change her hair color or style at all. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, they'll know. Actually, I remember I went through this whole crisis because my friend was like, hey, you know, it'd be really cute if Liling and Kamiko were dating, you know, or like a couple. And I was like, yeah, that would be really cute. But like, personally, it feel kind of weird, you know? Because personally, I am not very interested in dating. And the fact that Liling was like basically myself, like having her being shipped with someone else just felt off, you know? But so I basically, that whole night I was having a crisis that's like, man, I should probably like stop making Liling my persona. Like I should let her, like, I should rewrite her story, make her into her own character, right? But Liling's my baby, right? Like, she's my baby girl. I love her. Like, my first Genshin OC, actually. And like, I didn't want to let go of that. But I did. And honestly, I'm happy I made that decision because Liling and Kamiko are adorable. That whole day was weird. A lot of people, like, I don't want to say a lot of people, but like, I've seen people who tend to, they don't see the difference between insert characters and like actual characters. Like, Liling is not the only example of a character who is changed like this. Another character I actually helped create with my friend, Tay, Liling's best friend. Tay was once again a self-insert. But after like a short while, like Tay grew to be their own character, right? It wasn't really a representation of my friend anymore. And it's been like that. And, you know, I've seen people who can't really accept that. Like, they believe that this character is that person. So, it's interesting. Just the idea of characters in general is very fun to me. Because, like, you make these characters as, like, an extension of yourself. So, yes, all of these characters are kind of yourself because you made them. But they're still their own people, you know? Even if they don't have proper writing for them. They're still their own people with personalities and how they do things. So yeah, after a while, it feels like seeing like a child. I'm not a mother. I do not have any reason to make this comparison. It's like seeing a child grow into their own person. Anyway, Euphemia is a grown woman. She's not a child. Yeah. Euphemia, this is actually her redesign. I've redesigned all of my main OCs now. I have another one, Mori. She's really cute, I love her. Actually, if you look at my Instagram, I think you can see her. Anyway, this is Euphemia's first redesign. Her first design, fun fact actually, when I was just drawing and watching a show with my mom, I was just absent-mindedly doodling, and I got inspired by Hatsune Miku's concert outfits. Specifically ones with, I think it was Strawberry Miku. Strawberry Miku has a lot of pleated skirts and layers, and it's very like intricate with a lot of patterns and all that stuff, and I was like, wow, that's a really cool dress. So I started drawing that, and then since then I was like, oh well, since I'm drawing this person wearing this pretty dress, I may as well give them a hairstyle. So I gave them a hairstyle, and then afterwards I was like, huh, this woman, the way I drew her, she has this kind of smirk, you know, she has this kind of shit-eating grin, right? And I was like, what if I make this into an OC? So Euphemia used to be Hatsune Miku outfit inspo character. But since then, I dialed back her outfit a lot. It's a lot more sleek now, because she's technically like a businesswoman. She's also technically a criminal, because she keeps breaking the law with her gambling. But it's fine. Yeah, I love her. She's really cute. I do have her... Yeah, her old outfit is actually in my photo roll. I couldn't find it, which is why I didn't pick it. Where'd it go? Not that. Euphemia, where are you? Yeah, there we go. So you can tell, like, here, I want it's a cute outfit. Oh, thank you. I went very hard on the whole... Honestly, she seems like a caricature. Knowing Genshin, like, yeah, I do really enjoy her outfit. This art is old as hell. I do like this outfit, but, you know, knowing Euphemia and how her personality has changed, I really feel like this one fits her better. It is a pain in the ass to draw, though, because there's so many goddamn ruffles. And trying to keep track of all the skirts. So with this design, I tried making a little bit more... I put a little more emphasis on the top half of her body, with the whole fur and all that stuff. And I'll say, yeah, I like it. But the old design always has a place in my heart. Oh, Mori! So Mori is actually, she's my favorite OC to draw right now, because she's so fun to draw. So Mori, let's see here. Do I have her old ref? I should. Mori, where are you? Her old ref is ugly as hell. I have on Discord, hold on. It's mostly because I just wanted her to draw her ref. Like, I just needed something to work with, you know? So I wasn't focusing too hard on what it looked like. So Mori is a water spirit with murderous tendencies. Here's her whole design. So she's very Chinese inspired. I first drew her during school, and at the time I was really into Ace Attorney. And you can tell with her hairstyle, it's very reminiscent of Maya from Ace Attorney. And Obama, oh, hello. It's very reminiscent of Ace Attorney. I really like in all of her outfit renditions, she's always had those little hair bead things. Yeah, her outfit's honestly very plain. I always thought it'd be fun if she had like these water monster things here. But I never gave them a proper design because I didn't properly draw her. Actually, the first time I properly drew her was in this art for... Oh, thank you! So this is the first time I actually like drew her water monster things. I actually don't really like this art that much. It did not age well, but it was fun to do while it was. So they have horns. Actually, it's kind of funny because in her lore, she actually despises dragons. A specific dragon. I won't go too deep into it because it's kind of confusing. But yeah. I really like her redesign though. I prefer her redesign. I drew it. It's on this iPad. It's here. Like, look at her! She has little shark teeth. She has four bells because, you know, that's, you know, bad luck, right? Her hair is an absolute mess. She has horns now. That is seaweed in her hair. She has some armor because, you know, she tends to fight a little bit. Her clothes are in tatters. Like, I'm glad I redesigned her because Jesus Christ, it looks so much better. And this, let's see. This is the most recent art I drew of her redesign. I drew this in a day. I was speedrunning, dude. This is another OC, my friend's OC, but they're friends. Actually, are they friends? Mori hates her, but they hang out all the time because I guess you can't get rid of her. Why did I color her arms that color? She has gloves on. I hate myself. Okay. Let's just cover that up. I guess I also have to get rid of this then. And her fingernails. Dude, I worked so hard on the fingernails. Oh my god. I completely forgot. Okay, whatever. Mori, yeah, I really enjoy drawing her. She's just so easy to draw. When I first introduced her to our little OC server, I feel like a lot of people, like, they obviously read what I wrote about her, but when I roleplayed as her, like, you can't really, I'm not that good at writing, so you couldn't really tell exactly how messed up this girl was until I wrote some character stories for her, like short little, like, snippets of, like, events in her life. And that I believe that's when they realized that, wow, this girl is actually kind of really messed up. If I recall correctly. Right, she grew up alone a lot. And I say she grew up, she's immortal, so I don't... and because of that, she has always wanted to understand what love is. Like, I'm talking familial love. She's like 5, bro. She's mentally like 10. But because of that, she, like her drive to want to feel and understand love, she ended up hurting a lot of people. When I say hurting, I mean straight up murdering. And as a punishment, once people found out that she did that, they locked her up. Oh, yeah! They locked her up and kind of banished her, right? So she was in a really long slumber. And it was obviously very traumatizing for a mentally 10-year-old kid. So she was in there for like 200 years, and then she like managed to escape through shenanigans. And now she's in this new like city that's so much different from what she remembers. All the people that she somehow did love are gone now, and it's ruled by other people. Like everyone she knew, they're all gone because they've all moved on in their own time. Because, you know, even immortal people can eventually, you know, leave, right? So, and because of that, she was so so add the whole fundamental misunderstanding of love, add on trauma from being locked up for so long, and you get a girl who is basically like, she wants to act out because, you know, it's just in her personality. But she also, you know, she can't like really feel herself anymore, you know, her murderous self. Oh, hello. Damn. She can't feel herself because she's worried they'll lock her up again. So yeah. And probably the worst, like, I have talked to some people who have argued, hello, I've talked to some people who have argued that they don't like Mori because, you know, she's such a bad person. But my argument to that is that she's a kid. She's a child. She doesn't know, like, what she's doing is wrong. She was never taught that it was wrong, you know? So yeah, it's wild. I love her, and honestly, some of the best writing I've ever done in my poor, like, I can't write, guys. I'm really bad at writing. Welcome. I'm just finishing some flat colors for this character. I try to draw or flat color freehand, but sometimes I'm lazy, so I just use a lasso. Mm, maybe once I finish the tarot cards, I'll show them on stream. Because holy crap, I worked very hard on them, and I am going to milk that as much as I can. mm, when I design characters, I always like adding a lot of like opposing colors. So Euphemia, her whole thing, you can tell in her old design, her whole thing is red. Like that's her color. She's always wearing like red, black, and white, and this kind of magenta-y color. And I like to balance my character designs a lot by adding colors that literally do not go anywhere else. Like it's different from an accent color. So Euphemia also has blue eyes, which really makes her eyes, like, I feel like it draws some attention to them. Because, like, her face is the most important thing, right? Liling, she has mainly purple. I speak English, but I love how you... Oh my god! Oh, thank you! It's okay. Yeah, I'm just finishing this up just for funsies. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this, but I linked my Instagram in my Twitch bio. I actually did that last stream because I forgot to do that. So if you want some better examples of my art, you could probably go on there. I don't post that often, so if you scroll down too far, then you'll see very old and kind of ugly art. You saw it. Yeah, thank you. What was I saying? Right, Liling, her eyes, they're green. Because green just looks, that kind of greeny teal looks very good on the thing. I have not illustrated Liling. I should do that. Thank you. I'm self-taught, so I mean, I'm learning what works best. So. Yeah, once I finish flat coloring this, I'll probably end stream because I haven't eaten anything, fun fact. I woke up at 11. It is now almost 3. I haven't eaten anything. So yes, I do have a good work balance, but my everything else balance is not very. Whoopsie. Don't do me. If you are hungry, go eat. If you are thirsty, go drink water. Brush your teeth. So yeah, when school starts, like this kind of like lifestyle is gonna kick me in the ass, and I'm gonna be like struggling. Yeah. God, I'm gonna keep complaining. I hate flat colors so much. It's so boring. Like, I rarely do line art. My latest Instagram post, actually, I didn't do line art for that. Actually, I can show that before I end stream. But, like, I just do a sketch, and then I move on. Like, I don't do line art. It's just so much work. It's so cumbersome. It's not boring, it's nice. Yeah, but, like, the act of doing, the act of, like, slapping colors on, personally, is very boring. Which is also why I tend to illustrate in a painter style. Like, I paint everything. This is so I don't have to actually do line art. And so, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I do fake line art, basically. Like, I do line art as I go. So I'm always constantly changing stuff. This is the rare times I'm doing line art. I'm trying to get better at it, but I still, the process is still kind of meh. Aesthetic, thank you. Actually, when it comes to aesthetics when I draw, I really like, I actually don't know the name of the aesthetic. I know it has a name, but like, sadistically cute, that's my thing. Like, a lot of my original art, I don't think I've drawn original in a while. That's something that wasn't no-say. I like drawing stuff that is like very cute and brightly colored, but also kind of, you know, messed up. I don't know, I just like doing that. when I draw OCs, I tend to just draw what makes the OC look best. So, yeah, I also like using very saturated colors. What I do in any art piece, like anything, I go to the little curve setting and I tint everything blue. Like, I'm telling you, at least for me, I think it looks better with blue tint. Like, everything looks so much better with blue tint. Like, if you look at Mori's ref, I don't have it posted anywhere, so I don't think you can. But if you look at Mori's ref and then you look at the actual Mori illustration I did, you can tell the colors are slightly different because I tinted it. And I think it looks better that way. So, hello, thanks for the follow. Gee, everyone's joining. Oh my goodness. Okay. This red looks so dull. Why does it look so dull? What happened? Damn. Okay. She's my friend. Oh! Yo, thank you! Thanks for coming. Yeah! Hi! Yeah, I only know English. Oh man. Actually, I have a fun story about that. When I was little, my family, they're all Vietnamese. Like, my parents are from Vietnam. She said yes. Okay. My parents are from Vietnam, and when I was little, like, I was fluent in Vietnamese. Like, hell, I have some childhood videos that my mom have saved of me just speaking Vietnamese, and it's just like, wow. Like, past me was so good at Vietnamese, and then the moment I entered elementary school, I like completely forgot it. Vietnam. Yeah, should I pull out the translator? But once I entered elementary school, she doesn't know Vietnam. Yeah, it's an Asian country. It's next to Cambodia. I believe it's near, like, it's around China area. Yeah. Once I entered elementary school, I completely forgot everything. They, like, knocked it out of me, and instead I spoke English. So, well. Oh well. I mean, I can still recognize Vietnamese words. Like, that's just, like, the human brain is so interesting when it comes to languages. I can still recognize some words, but obviously I can't speak it, and sometimes some words I just straight up don't know. So hey, if you ever need to know the word for car in Vietnamese, I'm your person. Do you need to know how to say dad? Yeah. My friend's the same way. Her family, her mom is Korean, but she actually, how? You say xe. Xe is car. And dad, I call my dad Ba. Like B-A, it's just Ba. I always thought it sounded funny, like a sheep. My friend's mom is Korean. And my friend does know some Korean, but they don't speak it that well. Ba, yeah. Car? I actually don't know how to spell car. I just know how to say it. Xe. Vietnamese is a tonal language. That means, like, the word for sleep is, yeah, maybe. The word for sleep is, nu. It's like this kind of throat sound. But if you say that slightly differently, then it'll mean something entirely different. Which is really annoying and really difficult. And I don't know how I managed to do that when I was like 3. Yeah. Okay, let's just color this and then I'm free. Whenever I choose a color for mouths and tongues, I always just wing it. Tongues are like lighter, right? I didn't know Discord had those, or not Discord, Twitch. I didn't know Twitch had those emotes. Okay, even though I'm streaming on Twitch, I actually don't use Twitch that much. Like, I used to really use it to watch, like, my favorite streamers and stuff, but now it's like, if I'm not streaming, I don't use it. And then eye color. It's your email. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to use Twitch that well actually. The few times I do join a stream, which usually my friends' streams, I'm always like, wow, look at all these buttons. I used to like watch Twitch religiously, but not anymore. Okay, I think I know what you mean. Let's just color this. And then just the card, and then I'm going to take a nap. No, I'm not, I'm gonna go eat. I spend most of my time on Discord, honestly. Like, I don't know how to use Twitch that well. Like, I only know the bare minimum so I can actually stream. What color should I make this card? We'll just do white for now. Oh, pro tip, for me at least. You know the game? Yeah, of course, I know Club Penguin. I never played it, but I've seen many a video about it. You have community server? Oh, I don't actually. I kind of just stream whenever I want to. I mean, I never felt the need to make a community server. If you want to, you can follow my friends. I have them suggested on my channel. You'll probably see it when I go offline. Bubble is my IRL friend. I only suggested him because he's my friend. He actually doesn't stream anymore. But Clavy, they do stream. I think they don't stream. They haven't been streaming in a while, but yeah. Oh, as I was saying, for me personally, I find that you should never use pure white or pure black for coloring. For lines, it's fine, but for coloring, like, I try to stay away from that. Pure black is just, you can't work with it. Like, it has no values, so you can't shade it. Yeah. Like, personally, I just, I don't do that. As for pure white, again, it doesn't have any values. And chances are, when you shade it, it'll look muddy and kind of gross. Which is also why I have kind of white alternatives saved, kind of like a bluish tint or a yellowish tint. I do sometimes use pure white, usually for like the eyes. Like, I like to slap some white on the, yeah, pure colors are hard to work with. I like to slap pure white for like little eye dots to kind of make it pop. It really depends on what I'm doing. Like, I don't do that for line pieces because I don't think it looks that good. But for painted illusts, I like doing that a lot. But yeah, always go off-white or like off-black a little bit. Like, even this black for Euphemia's hair, it's very dark. I struggled a little bit with trying to make it work and kind of communicate clearly. My solution has been to kind of like airbrush it and tint it a little bit lighter so that you can actually see what's underneath. Yeah. Wow, it looks so dull. Hold on. I know how to fix this. It looks too dull. Go to curves, blue, and tint. God, I'm shaking. Why am I shaking? So yeah, that's the K wisdom. Alright, that's that for today. I'm going to end stream. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry I'm ending like after you just joined. So wise. Yes, I am a sensei, a shifu, if you will. Alright. Make sure you drink water, eat food, brush your teeth, get some sunlight. Thanks for coming.